answered part of it, but how would somebody who senses that they have a need or knows they have a need or just wants to get a design team in close connection with a whole team of nature observers, animal and plant observers, how would they begin to work with you?
Well, they contact us, and just since we formed the center, a number of the top corporations in the United States and Europe, generally Fortune 100s, have contacted us and said, we have an industrial challenge. Would you be willing to look into nature and see if there's adaptations that address it? And we've started taking them on. One of those that we can speak about is Sprint, because there was a Harvard business case study around this, looking at our model, and they participated in a workshop that they observed, and they were looking at improving packaging. So we took their industrial challenge, we broke it down in a way that they've never really thought about it before, and that's into functions that we can link to nature's adaptations. And that process by itself creates a lot of innovation. And then we connected to 30 or 40 different adaptations for each of the functions we were looking at. And the next step is to drive that into a working model to come up with new materials and new ways to do packaging.
So it sounds like you're really coming at it from an engineering perspective. You're having this knowledge sort of codified or recorded, classified from a perspective first of function, then of choices for how to go about achieving that function, and so it becomes kind of like a direct resource to an engineer?
No, it's really not.
No.
It's biology. And what we're doing is we're breaking down functions and looking at the adaptations in plants, the adaptations in animal or aquaria, and the biologists are the ones looking for those. Zoologists, horticulturists, keepers,
Right.
all of them are working on the biology of an owl or a bird of paradise plant or whatever we may be looking at, and looking at the functions and the adaptations in nature. After we found all of the adaptations, which again may be 30 or 40 per function, then we would bring an engineer in and say, all right, what would you do with this?
Right.